I started as a team manager, and when I was managing a team, I was focusing on the work. And I was struggling because people were aware of the work, they knew what they needed to do, they were just struggling with getting on with it day to day. As time progressed, I realized in conversations, in one to ones, and coaching, that people aren't struggling with the work. Their challenges are stuff outside of work that's stopping them from focusing fully and being present and being their best on doing the work in the best way possible. So I try to help people with what they're struggling with outside of work and their personal challenges. And when I did that, when I focused on people's mental health and well-being, the work took care of itself and actually was done to the best standard I'd ever seen it, which then shifted my focus to help people with their mental health and well-being. And when I help people with their journey, help people get happy, help me build real strong relationships. People who've been promoted have left my team, I still speak to, because that journey is, I feel like personal responsibility. It's a success that they've made it, and I feel proud of them. I feel happy watching that and being part of that, and I want more of that. So then it shifted my focus from skills and role related stuff to mental health and well-being. Work will be there in no matter what capacity long after we are not on this planet. Family, our health, our happiness is finite. We need to protect it and look after it and care for it like there is only a limited amount of it, and put that at utmost priority. I often used to put myself on a to-do list and my self-care on a to-do list, but it would be so low, I wouldn't make it to that low on the to-do list. I wouldn't get to myself, and I would do all the stuff for other people, but I didn't take care of me. If you're not taking care of yourself, then you're going to burn out. If you're not there already, I did. I completely broke down and flipped my to-do list, put myself at the top. When I focused on myself, not selfishly, but when I was in the best mental state I could be in, I'm there, happy, ready to help other people. So that's what I did. And that's what I do. I focus and actively practice self-care, journaling, mindfulness, coaching, being the best version of myself, doing what I need to stay happy so that I can give the best of me to all the people around me. And what I want from you is to figure out what that looks like. That's difficult. The mental health and well-being sort of space has grown massively, like in the media, on social media, online, just in the general environment within the Western world. Mental health and well-being has a much bigger focus now than it did 10 years ago, but people still are in their infancy and aren't as educated as I would love people to be around tools and skills and things that people can do to help themselves be happier. So that's what I focus on. Try and create a community in a space where people can have a safe environment to talk. If they don't want to talk, if you just want to listen, great. If that helps you, fine. If you open up, you don't feel that vulnerability has been shunned away and that judgment, like, okay, what's going on? Thank you for sharing that with me. That was really honest. That must have been really hard for you. Look, thank you. If I can't help any more than listening, I hope that in itself has been enough to get something off your chest and you feel like it's been a positive experience and you'd want to do it again. That's the community I want to build, especially around men's mental health. As men, I find we don't talk as openly as I would like. So I'm trying to create a space where actually people can talk, people can have somewhere to go to when they need, and they don't feel that pressure of, how do I say what I need to, and who feels the similar weight on the shoulders of responsibility and judgment. It's heavy. It feels really heavy. What can I do to help lighten the load? That's where I've created the life coaching community, the mental health well-being space to have, where that vulnerability isn't going to be laughed at or judged negatively. It's just to help in any way I can. And sometimes that can be a lot because you're speaking in a room, you're speaking face to face. The one-to-one is genuinely the safest space, because everything that I share is confidential. So I will use examples to then talk about how I've helped other people, but I will never use specific examples. I will never share anything with anyone outside of any confidentiality and GDPR, unless you're at risk or you've asked me to, I don't need to. We can keep this conversation between us, and I want to help. I want to help in any way I can. The best way to do that is one-to-one. Like I said, time is limited, so I've got a few coaching slots within a week. On my website, put it in the link below, there's a discovery call that you can fit into your calendar. So you can see my calendar, you can see slots of time. You can click on one where we're both available and we can jump on a call. We can talk about you and start from there. That's typically how the relationships that I've built have started, and it will be focused on happiness, what is making you unhappy, what's your challenges and blockers, and how we can talk through that, overcome that, anything in the past that might have got you to where you are, how you're feeling now, and then future positive feelings that we can build and get you to a place where you're feeling good about yourself, you're feeling good about life, and it just feels a bit lighter that you've shared the load. You've got a few things that can help you day to day, and in an ideal sense, pass that forward. I would love you to join the life coaching community to then help other people and guide them in a way that might have helped you in the past. That's what I did. I've been helped by mentors, coaches, and other people to guide me along my journey. I've found self-help books. I've experienced and worked with and tried stuff myself. Stuff has worked, some stuff hasn't worked, some stuff I continue to do, and you'll find different layers and different tools that work for you. That's essentially what's got me to my journey now. And I love seeing people go from, you're stuck, you need help, you've reached out for help. That is the hardest thing to do. That is the hardest thing to do, was for me. I reached a point of burnout before I asked for help because I wanted to do it all myself. The hardest thing to do is ask for help. If you can be strong enough, brave enough, and vulnerable enough to ask for help, I've found many people are there to help. And that took a lot off my shoulders. I got help that I needed. I got to a mentally healthier space, and I try and pass that forward myself. Here I am, open to helping people like you. So if you want help, reach out and see if it works for you. Don't take my video word for it. Actually get the specific help for yourself and see if that is helpful. If it is, leave a review. Leave an honest review a month later from when we first contacted each other to help, and say, did I help you? Did I not help you? How did that initial month go? And let's keep that relationship growing and going. And that's pretty much what I want from what I'm trying to achieve here and manifest through YouTube, my website, Instagram, all the energy and effort I'm putting towards helping men with their mental health and well-being. Although it's not isolated to that, I'll help anyone who's willing to reach out, who needs the help, support, and yeah,